The divisional round of the UFA playoffs wrapped up this past weekend, and one of the matchups featured the DC Breeze going head-to-head with the Boston Glory. And to be honest with you, DC got kind of smacked, but we're not going to get into that. Instead, let's dive into one specific foul call that caused a little bit of controversy late in the game. That way the Ultimate community can give their thoughts on it. Alright, so if we play this through, this is Boston's possession. So you're about to see a nice deep shot go off the Calvin Stone. There it goes. And then what you're also going to see is Lodash get eaten by the Turf Monster. Anyway, Stone catches it. His teammate Tyler Chan's at the bottom of the screen wide open. So Stone sends it, comes out floaty so Boxley has a chance to make a play, and they both get rocked. Shout out to the UFA for also providing a slow-mo version of this clip, just in case if this helps out anyone dissect this play a bit more. But I know for me personally, it doesn't really help me out that much. And if you're curious on what the outcome of this play was, the refs called a foul on Christian Boxley, which means this ended up being Tyler Chan's disc on the goal line. Now, just as a clarification for everyone, since this is the UFA, it's its own league that has its own rules. That means you can't apply USAU or whiff dip verbiage here, but instead you have to go to the UFA rulebook, and this was like the only section I thought could relate to this scenario. And to me, the only part that seems to apply is 13.2.3.1. It says a player may not position themselves in a way that creates a scenario where contact with a moving opponent is unavoidable. So I think that's really the main question to answer is like, who is taking that position that's unavoidable? And I really don't know. Like, is it both? My gut feeling looking at this, I believe this is a foul on Tyler Chan, and my reasoning goes back to the initial angle. So if we stop at this specific frame here, we can see that Tyler Chan at the bottom of the screen is going straight vertical towards the end zone, expecting the throw to come out right in front of him. And then we see that Christian Boxley is reading this play and is already starting to go a little bit diagonal towards Tyler Chan. So if we do let it play a little bit, we can see right about here, Tyler Chan's like, well, this throw kind of sucks. It makes him change direction. And now you can see how the lines change a little bit, but now Tyler Chan's kind of going more inward into Boxley. And Boxley's kind of still staying on that relative, emphasis on relative, same line that he was on to begin with. So at this moment in time, and I want to emphasize this is my gut feeling, I can be totally off basis, and that's where you guys come in and like comment below. But anyway, that's why I think Chan is the one that needs to take a safer angle to the disc here. But hey, what do I know? This is just a Halloween costume. Anyway, I think a more legitimate ruling could be that this was just a double foul that's called out here in 13.5. Because, I mean, maybe both players are in the wrong here and they just jumped in each other's way. This is just one of those difficult plays that happen in our sport when two players are coming at different angles towards the same disc. Sometimes it's just too hard to pinpoint, so basically just calling it a redo might be the best option. But at the end of the day, I'm just one person with one opinion, and I would love to be persuaded by y'all's takes on this, and you guys have 4 choices on who to blame. So you have option A, the refs got the call right, and this was indeed a foul on Christian Boxley. Option B, the refs got the call wrong, and this was actually a foul on Tyler Chan. Option C, kind of what I was just getting into, but this was just too much of a bang-bang play. Both players fouled each other, so let's just call it a double foul. And option D, put all the blame on Calvin Stone for putting up a trash throw. So let me know your choice and the reason why in the comments below, and let's debate about it.